I cannot tell you how happy I am to have this beautiful, beautiful, talented woman all the way from Los Angeles with us here. Marabina, Highness.
So glad to be hanging out with you today.
Brilliant, and we're going to be talking about, of course, the COVID-19 situation in Los Angeles. It's a very intense situation there, in fact more intense than some other places around the world. But before we get to that, tell us a little bit about yourself. I mean, obviously you're an Emmy-winning host, and you've been on television. You're the voice of the narrator on all 8 seasons for Desperate Housewives, the Spanish version. And then there's also this amazing documentary that was made about the whole journey of you and your friends who doing the voiceover for Desperate Housewives.
It was actually picked up by PBS, so pbs.org. You can actually go and take a look at the documentary.
So tell me about this. It's a very special PBS show where you are sitting here with this puppet, and this is an extraordinary show.
I loved working on Storytime. Being nominated for an Emmy and actually winning one for hosting a children's show was an unbelievable blessing.
California is a different situation than Arizona, which we dealt with in a previous episode in Sedona. So just explain to everyone who doesn't know how strict it's been in LA, and how the governor came in and basically said these are the things that are happening.
When people don't wear a mask, I think at this moment in time, it's just it's a social faux pas not to be concerned about other people.
I'm glad you said that, because that's a really good way of explaining what it's like there right now.
Yes, of course, but latex gloves, I mean, you throw these away immediately, or I've worn leather gloves because, that's what I had, and I didn't want to just be expending gloves.
Of course.
So I thought, okay, I'll do leather, and then I'll just put alcohol on them when I get home. It doesn't matter.
Makes sense.
It's hot here. We never wear gloves. It's always sunny in California.
Is there testing, Marabina, going on? Are they openly testing people? How does that work?
Originally, you had to be incredibly sick to get testing. You couldn't get any testing unless you had symptoms, really.
Okay.
Now there are drive-through testing areas. There are definitely a lot of ways that you can get tested, whether you're ill or not. But that is just, that has started opening up within the last maybe 3 weeks, where if you're not that sick, you can get a test.
So in terms of the opening things up now, I mean, I believe some of the parks are opening, as you said, some of the beaches are opening back up.
Some of the restaurants.
Oh, restaurants as well. Okay.
A lot of restaurants have taken more of a bistro take on their places by including more room, pushing tables and chairs outside.
You described it in one of your interviews as the Tai Chi, right? Latin Tai Chi, you call it.
It is because it affects your mind, your body, your spirit. It does it all in 3 minutes.
Yeah. You have your own IGTV show. Tell us a little bit about that, and then we'll talk about the other projects that you have going on as well, which are very interesting.
Yes, I co-host and co-produce with my friend Belle Hernandez a show called The Trend Talk, and you can find us on all platforms, Instagram and Facebook. So basically what we do is we interview amazing people, amazing creatives, writers, actors, directors, who just happen to be Latinos. They happen to be of Hispanic or Latino heritage, and they're doing amazing things in Hollywood. And we've taken the opportunity to highlight some of these individuals.
So the 50 directors and different artistic creatives are getting together to make this film project. Tell us about it. It's very exciting.
This is the brainchild of a friend and producer, Alejandro Mendoza. He decided that it would be a good idea, since we were all in lockdown, to do this anthology film. 50 filmmakers from, a couple of different countries, and spread all over the United States as well. We were kind of challenged to create something about the COVID-19 lockdown of 2020, but all we could use, we could only use our cell phones or iPads, but no real cameras, no heavy-duty lighting design.
Right.
And we had to do everything and communicate about how we were doing it through Zoom. So I'm very excited. The project is called COVID-19 Sins and Virtues, and you will be hearing about this project.
So let me just say, Marabina, it's been such a pleasure for me to have you on the show, and your wonderful energy.
I have to tell you though, I really love following you. I love your positive messages. Your consistency on being positive is really refreshing.
Thank you.
And anyway, I congratulate you.
Thank you so much. So, well, I think we're all doing our part to keep things positive, and it's what can be a struggle for a lot of people. But I feel the same as you, that we're heading towards a much better time. So again, thank you so much for your time on this wonderful conversation.